Hello, good afternoon, everybody. I am Susie Valentine. I'm a Theta Healing Master Instructor, psychic, and I channel starseeds. Today, we are going to do psychic readings. I'm going to answer as many of your questions as possible, and then we will finish off with a Theta Healing meditation. I do have a little announcement to make. The new website for Susie Valentine is live. We are almost there with everything, so please feel free to have a look. We have put lots of positive energy, good effort in it to really be able to support you in the best way we can. So I am super excited to start teaching Theta Healing again. I took a break for over a year now, and I've scheduled courses. Lola and I will both be teaching, and it's going to be really, really fun. So if you feel excited to start your journey, if you're already a Theta Healer and you want to do some more courses, just go and have a look on susievalentine.com. If there's a specific course you want to do, just reach out to me, and we will see if we can schedule that for you. All right. Now, feel free to put your questions in the chat, and we get started. Okay, the first one is Lotus of Serendipity. Hi, Miss Susie. Nice to see you. I would like to know what energies are around me at this time and what should the focus be, please? Blessings and love. All right, let me have a look for you. Thank you for the applause on the website. I think it's actually it's a high vibration and it will help and hopefully inspire a lot of people. Okay, let's have a look for you. Okay, when I scan your energy, it feels like you want to do 1,000 things at the same time. It's like going everywhere and everything feels important. And it's really also like globally, it's the energy of really taking action. From the 1st of June to the 21st of June, the energy is about taking action, really getting things done, starting new projects. But it's almost like you want to start everything at the same time when I look at your energy field. So what's important here is to get some focus. Really connect to your heart and feel into it. And it's like, what is my priority? What is my priority for this period? What do I need to get done? And starting 20 things isn't going to be helpful. It's about starting something and bringing it to completion as much as you can. That's a bit of the risk at the moment, right? With this energy of having like 1,000 ideas, and that's the global energy of really moving forward, having so many ideas, which is wonderful. It gets us into action, right? But it's about how do you remain focused on the things you start so you can actually start rounding things off. Otherwise, you will start many things, but then a month later, you haven't finished anything and you haven't been able to move forward in the way you wanted. So for you, it's particular, but this probably resonates for a lot of other people as well. Prioritize what feels important. Yes, you can have 2, 3, 4 things going on at the same time. That's fine. Because that's what I see in your energy is like, but I want to do more than one. Yes, you can have multiple at the same time. Prioritize, focus, complete. Then start the next. And allow yourself, if you want to do lots, allow yourself to do lots whilst still listening to your body and feeling to what extent does your body want to go and when does it want to rest, when does it want to recover. Listen to that. That's the message for you for now. I hope that helps. Okay. Manzi. Hey, Susie, why am I always dependent on others? If I do things independently, I feel so lonely. That loneliness eats me up alive. I do want to become independent. Tell me the root belief. Okay. Let's have a look for you. Manzi, what would happen if you would give yourself permission to be independent, if you would give yourself permission to have joy and experience happiness when you do things independently. Feel into that. What would happen if you give yourself permission to experience that and do that? When I scan your energy, it's almost like you shouldn't be allowed to have joy and fun when you do things independently. It's almost like a belief, like I came to Earth to learn connection. I came to Earth to really be there for friends and family and be there for others. And it's almost like there's something in the belief system that you can only be there for others and not be there for yourself. You can only be there for others. And if you do things independently, it means you'd be there for yourself and you shouldn't enjoy that. That's almost like the way the belief system, what I'm being shown. So can we do a few downloads for you there? And then really set the intention around doing things independently and really enjoying it. Go and book yourself a massage, or go and do something that you take yourself out to the movies, do something that you really enjoy, and give yourself that permission to do things that you enjoy by yourself. Now, you did some Theta Healing courses in the past. You did it for you. Did you enjoy them? From my remembrance, you loved them. That's a perfect example of doing something for you that you enjoyed for you. Okay, so let's do a few downloads for you. And if somebody else wants to have the downloads, you can also say yes. Okay, first of all, can we complete any vows, oaths, and energetic contracts through the Creator that stop you from doing things independently and have fun with it and enjoy it? Can we complete the things that stop you there? Any vows, oaths, energetic contracts there? And let's replace them with what it feels like to do things independently for you and enjoy it, have fun with it, get inspired by it, allow the energy to flow with that, allow to be happy that way. Okay, and there's another thing. Can we complete any vows, oaths, energetic contracts through the Creator that it can either be one or the other, enjoying yourself or enjoying things with others? Can we show you that you can have both? That you can enjoy the time for you and enjoy the time when you connect with others? That it is allowed, that it is possible, what it feels like to enjoy it without any guilt, without holding yourself back, without any resistance. And that is safe without dying. Is that okay? And without being punished for that. Breathe through it properly, please. Can the Creator show you that incarnating on Earth can be a fun experience, can be a very peaceful experience, can be a fulfilling experience, and what that feels like without needing to go through suffering, without needing to make it difficult for yourself, and without doing that? Is that okay? And how to make it easy and fun and joyful for yourself. And that you're still enough, that you're valuable, that you're worthy, and what these things feel like. And that you're loved unconditionally by Creator, by God, by yourself, and what that feels like. And what it feels like to be loved unconditionally by others without being dependent on that. And you like that? Say yes. That's shifting a lot of energy there. And now what I'd like you to do mentally, set yourself an intention to have fun with some of the things you do for yourself. Then go and do it. Do things that you really enjoy, right? Go and do it, enjoy it, and really experience that joy there. I hope that helped you. Okay, I'm just going to quickly look at the reaction of Lotus of Serendipity. Thank you, Susie. Many blessings. I do more grounding now in nature. It's so true. Well, wonderful. Very good. Okay. Ascending Universal Butterfly. Susie, happy Monday to you all, to you and everyone else. What is unfolding on my spiritual path for the rest of June and July? If possible, please. Thanks. Let's have a look for you. Okay, the first thing that I hear is nothing is set in stone. You have, and everybody always has, the opportunity and the capabilities to make your own decisions after you receive certain informations, because you can always steer your future. You can always steer your next steps, right? Nothing is set in stone. Like becoming aware of some of the things where the energy flows towards, then you can say, hey, I like that. I'm allowing that energy to flow. Or hey, I don't like that. I'm consciously deciding to go into a different direction. Because when I scan the energy, I'm just being shown which direction the energy is flowing. Now, that doesn't mean that you need to allow it to flow there. You can decide yourself what you do with your energy and which direction it's going to flow based on the decisions you're making, right? Okay. Intuitively being guided in a certain direction, and there's some doubt around that. Why do you doubt your intuition? Because it's showing you certain directions because there's opportunities there. What is really important, if you get excited or intuitively be guided to a certain direction, you can follow that, but it doesn't mean that it always need to be like that you need to go that direction forever, right? You can get excited about something into a certain direction, and if the excitement stays and if the curiosity stays and if it keeps feeling aligned, you can continue moving that direction. But sometimes you get excited for something just for a short period of time to raise your vibration, to raise your energy levels, to get you moving. And if that excitement kind of ebbs away, flows away, you need to assess again. Do I want to continue in that part? Is there certain fear coming up? Then you need to clear the fear. If there's certain other things coming up, be aware and become aware of what is there that's coming up. What's that energy? And then you can decide, am I going to continue that path? Or am I more excited about something else? Where does my energy really wants to take me? What I'm seeing here is you're being guided in certain directions, but there's a doubt around moving forward into that direction. There's an opportunity for a lot of spiritual growth. There's an opportunity for some extraterrestrial contact for you if you want to. If there's fear, you can block that, the contact. So it's really about whatever you want. If you don't want it, you can set the intention, I don't want this, and you can start blocking that for yourself. So it's your own choice there. There's more awareness going to come in the coming couple of months. And you're going to get more clarity around who you are, what you're meant here to do. That doesn't mean that you will get 100% clarity, but bits of information are going to open up for you around who you are, around next steps, and start acting upon that when that feels aligned. Taking the action can be incredibly important in these next few weeks. I hope that helped you. All right. Hold on 8. Susie, I would like to know whether you see a timing for me getting healthy and for my projects. Do you see resistance? Let's have a look. When I scan into your energy, I don't see fixed timings because things are shifting and changing depending on upgrades in your level of consciousness. And you decide yourself when you want to kind of go through these upgrades in your level of consciousness. So I don't see timings. I see like when you upgrade in a level of consciousness, then something opens up again, and you upgrade in your level of consciousness and something shifts again. That's what I'm seeing more. Let me have a look at the question again. Talking about getting healthy and for your projects. Okay, the things that stop your projects from moving is because you're very much holding on to an outcome that you want to realize with your projects. And there is a certain end goal and a certain outcome and a certain expectation there. And because you're holding on quite strongly to that expectation of what the outcome has to be, it's blocking that energy from very easily flowing. And what I'm being shown here is let go of what the outcome has to be. Set an intention, and then let go. Then move into the trust. Let go of what the outcome has to be. Your intention will be heard, and then you trust that it unfolds in the highest and best way. When you start doing that, the entire energy around your projects will be much lighter. Will reach a completely different audience. Will really start drawing in the people that can really sense it and are ready for it and are really getting empowered by it. But you need to let go of like what it has to be in order to actually reach that level of vibration for the right people for you to that can tap into this project, that it can really benefit and contribute to. And in regards to like the health related things, it's like there needs to be a little bit of inner work with the question, what statement do I want to make to the world by having the health challenges that I'm having at the moment? What statement do I want to make to the world? And you like, it's almost like some of this subconscious stuff needs to start becoming conscious, and then you can start shifting things around that. And in regards to the statement, what you can also do, you can use Theta Healing to speak to your soul. So connect to Create Us, Created to speak to your soul, and ask around what statement, what's the purpose for your soul to have decided to have this health challenge? Why did you choose it? What is the statement that your soul wanted to make? And what can you do to move into the space of becoming healthy? I'll have these questions with your soul. See what kind of information comes out of that. These kind of things can be incredibly powerful. That's the information I'm getting now. See where you get to. Yeah? I hope that helped you. All right. Just going back to sending universal butterfly, just your response. How interesting. I was thinking about pebbles when I went for a walk, Susie, early morning. I appreciate the message very much. Shifting and aligning the energies. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. Okay. Where are we with the questions? That's done. We've done that. You're very welcome, Manzi. I'm glad this helped you. Let's have a look. There's a question here. Can you tell me which star seed I belong? Okay, Manzi, you're not belonging just to one. I see several there. I see a lot of different ones, but there's several that are a little bit more prevalent. 4 to 5 that are a bit more prevalent. I'm not going to tell you which ones they are because it's going to like steer you away from some of the other things that you need to do some research in and that you need to like explore a little bit more. But what I'm being shown is 2 of the ones you're feeling very attracted to you have a very strong connection to. So explore these further. And then when you do a little bit more research, like whenever you explore this area of different star seeds, it's almost like when you see one or when you get some information around one, feel into it. Do you feel attracted to it? Do you feel there's a certain curiosity? Do you feel you have a certain energy already or a certain wisdom? Or do you feel like this really beautiful connection? If you do, these are like little signs that there probably is a connection there. It doesn't mean that you necessarily need to belong there. It can really mean that there's a connection there. And then you can explore that further. Yeah? So go with that. Okay. 1122 forced. Hi, I've been wanting to apply to an art competition happening by July, but I have been experiencing some resistance to it. Would like to get some clarity on it. Okay, let me have a look for you. Okay, what I'm picking up in the energy, there is like probably underneath there's a fear of like failing, there's a fear of being judged, there's a fear of not being good enough. There is some like underlying fear that is like creating resistance from entering it, from like really moving into that space and having fun with it. It's almost like the energy is there, like if I enter a competition, first of all, I have to be the best in order to enter. That's a belief that's there. And it feels very serious. It feels very competitive. And what I'm being shown is like, why do you need to compete? Why can't you just have fun? What would it do for you if you entered a competition from a place of joy and fun, from a place of being inspired and inspiring? So shifting the entire energy around the purpose of entering and the pressure you consciously or subconsciously put on yourself. All right, can we do a few downloads on that? Can the creator show you how you can, what it feels like to enter competitions from a place of fun, from a place of excitement, from a place of contribution and inspiration? What that feels like, that is safe. That you can still win a prize if you want to. Okay, can the creator show you what it feels like? And this can be for everybody, right? What it feels like to become visible without fear of judgment, without fear of being compared, without the fear of competing. And what it feels like to raise beyond these energies so you can enjoy being visible, so that you can be visible and be happy, so that you can be visible and be confident. What these things feel like. That you can be visible and contribute, that you can be visible and inspire others and yourself. Would you like to know what that feels like? Can we now release that visibility means pressure? And show you what it feels like to be visible and have fun. To be visible and enjoy. Yeah. I hope that really helps. And I hope you will enter the competition and really just enjoy it. Yeah? Let me know if this resonates with you. Okay. I actually think you do quite well. Alice. Hey, Susie, can you see when our house will finally be sold? Anything we can do to succeed? Let's have a look. Okay, Alice, first of all, have you taken the blessings from the house off from you and your partner? Just for everybody else, a house can bless a person. When a house wants a certain person to be the caretaker, if you own the house and the house enjoys you being the caretaker, the house can bless you to become responsible for taking care of the house. And that can stop a sale from like going through, right? So you can ask Creator to release that blessing. So the house can find another caretaker and can bless somebody else to look after it. Let me have a further look into this, Alice, for you. And then land can do the same, by the way. I'm getting something like not ready to be sold. And then I just like, why is it not ready to be sold? And I get waiting for the right people. Okay. So what do we need to do to attract the right people? Okay. So a house has a consciousness as well, right? It feels like you need to have Alice, what you can do is like go to creator, then ask creator to connect you to the consciousness of the house, or to the higher self of the house, and then have a conversation what it needs. It almost feels like it needs some confidence. It needs to have a couple of downloads that it's okay to get new people in it, that it's allowed, that it can attract the right people, that it feels still happy, that it's possible to be happy with other caretakers in it as well. And really have a conversation with the higher self of the house and understand what it needs. Go for that and then see where you get to. So that things can really flow and you can get the amount for the house that you really want as well. Okay, I hope that helped you. 1122 forced. Yeah, it feels a lot lighter now. Thanks, Susie. You're welcome. Very pleased that it feels a lot lighter and enjoy the competition. Like, I really think it's like a stepping stone to becoming more visible with some of the gifts you're having, and you're expressing that in your art, but there are more gifts that you're going to put into your art. And it's going to really, the journey is going to be really, really fun if you allow it to be fun. And more of the pressure and high expectations will start fading. And then the more enjoyment and energy you allow to go in it, like magic will unfold for you there. Okay. Thank you, Susie. You're welcome, Alice. You get it sorted. Okay, the next person. Panagiota Burmpaku, 1670. Hey, Susie, can I have a scan for my money? Okay, what would you like to know exactly around money? Okay, let's have a look. Okay, I feel like there's a lot of attachment to money. Money is like has a very high importance in your energy field, and it's linking, like you are linking your money to your self-worth, and that can be a little tricky, right? Sometimes it can be a little challenging because it feels like there's never enough. It doesn't matter how much you have or what you make or what you do, it's never enough. So what I'm being shown, the message around money here is, how can you feel good about yourself, irrespective of what happens with your money, irrespective of what you do with your money, or how much money you make, etc. Like really focus on who are you as a person? How can you feel worthy and be worthy and know you are worthy, disconnected from money? Then what will start happening, because what I also see is like abundance is coming in different ways to you, but you're not even noticing it because in your definition of abundance, it's only money. And that way you're rejecting a lot of other abundance that's actually coming into your life that can make you feel a lot more happy and fulfilled and joyful. So can we do a few downloads for you here? Can the creator show you what abundance, the highest definition of abundance, and what that feels like? This is for everybody who wants it. You can say yes. what it feels like to be open for abundance, receive abundance, and know that there's always plenty of abundance in your life. Can the creator show you what self-worth feels like? And what it feels like to disconnect money from self-worth, so that you can have still plenty of money in your life and coming into your life, without it influencing your self-worth. And what it feels like to raise your self-worth, to feel worthy and to be worthy, irrespective of the amount of money that you have in your life. You like that? You can say yes. If you don't like it, don't say yes. Yeah, because what starts happening is the energy start to flow more freely. And then it can explore a lot of other areas, because irrespective of what's happening to the money, you're worthy. And when you're worthy, the energy flows for you and you're being attracted to the areas you're meant to be attracted to. You're going to find opportunities, get new ideas in a way you didn't have before, because you are like picking things up now. Yeah. And then that money can just keep going, whatever it wants to do. But it's not being dependent on you're not being dependent on it anymore for your self-worth. You're very welcome. Okay. And you might want to look into it as well as like, why is there fear around not having enough money? Because that fear can influence the money flow. And when you just go into your heart and feel into it, why is there fear? Then you can start releasing that fear bit by bit. That fear can come out. And then you just move into an energy of knowing that there's always enough. Yeah, because there is for everybody. But we can shift that by our belief systems. So now you want to make sure you align your belief systems in a way that you know there's always enough. Okay. Thank you for doing all these lives. You're very welcome. It's a great pleasure to contribute in a way that's aligned for me and help for you guys. Holane, thank you so much, Susie. You're very welcome. Panagocha Paco again, can you ask if I change city in a year or two? It feels like a yes. The way the energy stands now, it feels like a yes. But again, based on your decisions, you can change your energy flow. So if you want to, focus on that. If you don't want to, start shifting your focus and really focus on grounding something where you are. But it feels like you want to shift, you want to move. There's something else in a different location for you that's actually gonna allow your spiritual growth to accelerate, and allow your self-worth to accelerate, allow your self-expression and your authenticity to accelerate. Not just yet, but at the right time you will move there and you will be in that process and you're gonna enjoy it. Okay. Anything 7424. I posted my question via the website. Is it fine? Yes, that's fine, but you probably posted it too late because I haven't seen it. Just put it in the chat here so I can answer it now. Otherwise, if you don't do that, then it will be answered next week. All right, Ascending Universal Butterfly, please like, share, subscribe, click all the notification buttons to be informed about the lives and the uploads. Thank you. Thank you for the reminder again. Yeah, if you're enjoying this, if you're going to get some benefit from it, please just subscribe and like the video. I appreciate your support. Thank you very much. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to do a Theta Healing meditation. Anything 7424, if you have your question, please post it in the chat here, and otherwise it will be answered next week. Okay, so just take a deep breath, relax, Feel into your heart. Now allow the energy to come up from the earth through the soles of your feet, all the way to the top of your head, into a beautiful ball of light above your head. This ball of light goes high into the sky, past the moon and the stars, past the universe. And then it goes through layers and layers of light. It goes through a golden light, through a jelly-like substance, into the sparkling white light of the creator of all that is. You go deep, deep, deep into this energy. And in order to do this Theta Healing meditation, do I have your permission to scan your energy and see which topics would be most beneficial for anybody live now or watching the replay? It's going to be about abundance and self-worth. Can the Creator show you what it feels like to listen to your heart? To understand the messages that your heart is giving you? To understand the messages that are coming through your heart and that you're allowed? And how to appreciate these messages? How to enjoy these messages? And how to become in alignment with your heart and your body. When you like that, you can say yes. Now feel into your heart and allow the Creator to show you what it feels like to be worthy, to know from every single cell in your body that you're worthy. When you like that, say yes. Allow Creator's definition of worthiness to enter your energy field. And show yourselves what that feels like. And really become an observer. What does that feel like? That highest definition of worthiness. What does that mean to you? Who are you when you feel completely worthy? Take a moment to feel into that. Beautiful. Feel it. Live it. You are worthy. And now, from that energy of being worthy, visualize what it feels like to really be abundant. Abundant in every single way. So the money, the joy, the receiving, the allowing, the synchronicities, everything. Having plenty, following your passion and excitement is all part of abundance. The beautiful relationships, feel it. Allow it to be in your life, in your energy field. Can we bring an extra sprinkle of playfulness and joy from creator's perspective to that? And what it feels like to live your passion, to live your purpose, that you're allowed. And how to do that without loneliness, but by feeling at peace and feeling this unconditional love within you always. When you like that, you can say yes. Okay. Now do a little rinse in the sparkling white light. Beautiful. Then take a deep breath and open your eyes again. Beautiful. I hope you enjoyed this meditation. If you enjoyed the meditation, enjoyed what we did today, please give this video a thumb up, like and subscribe, and have a look at my new website, the Theta Healing courses I'm teaching, the other guidance I'm giving, susievalentine.com. I'd appreciate it. Now we're going to do the last question because we had anything 7424 with the question, how can I communicate with my spirit guides on my own? Thank you. Let's have a look. How they like to communicate with you. You can use the Theta Healing technique. Now, if you've never used that technique, the book is a good starting point. Or you can do any of the courses. You can start with the basic course. We've got a couple coming up. The next one I'm teaching is in July. That will give you a really good, solid starting point of how to connect to creator energy, how to connect to the divine energy. Because from there, you can connect to and start speaking to a lot of other beings, right? You can read somebody's energy field. You can start to talk to spirit guides. You can start to talk to your spiritual team, to an angel. You can start learning how to identify which beliefs you're holding on to, that you might want to shift, and how to shift these limiting beliefs. That's all part of Theta Healing. That's something that's it's powerful and really allows you to raise your vibration and your skill set. The other way, your spiritual team, there's a difference between spirit guides and the spiritual team. Spirit guide can be any kind of spirit guide, right? So you want to be very specific in what spirits you want to connect to. You probably mean your spiritual team, like the guides that are in your spiritual team, because they are specifically there for you to guide you. The way they are already communicating with you is definitely through your intuition, and there's also a very strong heart connection with them. So when you sit, become quiet, and really start listening to your heart, connecting into your heart, that's a way how you can pick up messages from your spiritual team. And then what you can do, I see you also have a third eye that's opening up more and more and more. So you might even sense some energy or see some energies through your third eye, and you can set the intention to communicate with your spiritual team that way as well. Yeah. There's a little bit of trial and error and really listening to your intuition, what feels aligned, what feels off, etc. Because this is you need to sometimes try a couple of different things to really get more clarity and see what works for you. When I scan your energy, it's actually very open for Theta Healing, but again, that's a personal choice. If you want that, you can book a free discovery call through my website, and we can have a chat about that. Otherwise, go focus on that heart connection and allow yourself to meditate and see through your third eye as well. These are ways your spiritual team is being in contact with you. I hope that helped you. Okay, that was it for today. On Thursday morning, 7 a.m., I'm back with a Theta Healing personal session as an example. So I might see you there, and otherwise I'm back next week on Monday. Have a great week and looking forward to see you then. Bye-bye. You're very welcome.